Hello everybody, this is Kogus. I'm coming at you with another SWTOR Ultimate Vengeance Juggernaut PvP guide video, part number 5, The Secrets of Furious Power. In this video, I'm going to be talking about when to use Furious Power and what abilities they work for and how it's going to make you do even better in PvP. Furious Power reads, consumes all ability charges of Furious Power and applies Furious Power stacks to you. Each stack increases your next direct single target melee attack by 25% and is consumed whenever you deal damage with these attacks. Recharges one ability charge every 30 seconds. Since Furious Power is a boost to melee damage, the priority system is going to be based off of the abilities that have the highest damage. Let's take a look at all of the damage outputs. Going from left to right on my quick bars here, we have Vicious Slash, Force Charge, Impale, Saber Throw. Down on the second row, we have Retaliation, Ravage, and finishing everything up, Hue. Vicious Slash does 14,039 damage to 15,170. And Leap does 8,363 to 9,033. Taking a look here, my Impale does 24,210 damage to 26,147. My Saber Throw is going to do 13,778 to 14,887. My Hue is going to do 23,520 to 25,404. And my Ravage is going to do 18,338 to 19,812. Retaliation does 15,603 damage to 16,267. The number one ability that you should use with Furious Power, if it's available, is Impale. Not only will Furious Power add 25% to Impale's damage, you will also be adding a dot to the enemy. This dot is from Eviscerate, granted at level 40. Impales causes the target to bleed for 10,136 internal damage over 6 seconds and beats the target down for 45 seconds. Beatdown targets take 5% more damage from melee attacks. Those are 3 fantastic reasons why you should use Furious Power with Impale right off the bat. The next priority is going to be Hue, where you hurl your main hand lightsaber at a target, dealing weapon damage and slowing its movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds. At level 60, you are granted Destroyer, which increases the damage dealt by your bleeding effects by 15%. In addition, your Ravage and Bleed damage have a 30% chance to trigger Destroyer, which finishes the cooldown on Hue and makes your next Hue consume no rage and usable on a target with any health level. This effect cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. With Hue being your second highest Furious Power ability, you need to keep an eye on it to make sure that it is off a cooldown and you can use it right away. After Impale and after Hue, Ravage will be the third in the priority system for Furious Power. It does nothing extra to the target, it just does the plain old damage to it. That is, unless you decide to take Overwhelm, in which Ravage immobilizes the target for 3 seconds. Some players do find this useful. Personally, I am not a big fan. Retaliation does consume 1 stack of Furious Power. However, Retaliation can only be used after successfully defending against a melee or ranged attack, or one of your melee attacks is parried, dodged, or misses. Because Retaliation is dependent on RNG on when you can use it, and it is off the global cooldown on its own personal cooldown, you should use it whenever it is activated. Because Retaliation does not do as much damage as Ravage, it is number 4 on the priority list for Furious Power. And then we have Vicious Slash. It slashes the target for 14,039 to 15,170 weapon damage. There's nothing you can do for this in your utilities, and there's nothing extra in Discipline Path. This is just pure damage that you'll be able to stack with your Furious Power. And finally, but not least, you are going to be able to use your Saber Throw with Furious Power. It throws the main hand lightsaber at a distant target, inflicting X amount of damage, and builds 3 rage, If you are taking Thrown Gauntlet, which I do recommend, it does immobilize the target for 3 seconds as well. I do like Thrown Gauntlet over Overwhelm, because Overwhelm you have to be within 4 meters to use Ravage, versus Thrown Gauntlet, which you can be at 30 meters because it is a ranged route with your lightsaber throw. And that covers all the abilities that use Furious Power. In order of highest priority to lowest, it is going to be Impale, and then Hew, followed by Ravage, followed then by Retaliation or Vicious Slash, and then finally by Saber Throw. Never, ever use Furious Power for a Force Charge. Make sure when you open, you use your Force Charge and then your Furious Power so that you have all 4 stacks available for high damage abilities. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We still have a lot to cover in the Ultimate Vengeance Juggernaut PvP Guide.